What's up, guys? It is your girl Leah Diane, and I'm back with another video. So if you can tell by the title of this video, I will be giving you guys some tips on how to do a safe, effective med pass. Tips on med pass if you are currently working in a long-term care facility or a rehabilitation facility. These tips will definitely help you to just make sure that you're safe and doing what you need to do. So without further ado, let's hop into this video. So first things first. First tip that you need to know is basically take your time. I know this is like duh, but like it's super important when you're doing med pass. You don't want to give the wrong person the medication. It could just be a whole disaster if one little error is made. So you definitely want to take your time, pay attention to everything that's listed out in front of you, and just go at your own speed. This is why time management is super important, because if you take your time with med pass and do everything else that is I guess a little bit more minor than the actual act of med pass, get that out the way first, then you actually can take your time and go through everything without doing med pass for 2-3 hours. Okay? Number 2, before you even start med pass, you want to go to the med room and restock on everything that you'll need, as far as like cups, straws, anything on your med cart that you might be low in, or you never know if a patient might ask, oh, can I get a cup, can I get this, can I get that. You want it all on your cart so you're not walking back and forth. It'll save you time in the long run. Tip number 3. Before med pass, obviously you want to get your vitals. So if you want a CNA that you're working with to go get the vitals for you for each patient, or you prefer to get them yourself, definitely make sure that's done before med pass. And while you're in there, you should ask the patient if they'll probably need any PRN medications, Tylenol, Advil, anything like that they might need. Ask them while you're getting their vitals, because it'll just make it easier when you go back and start their actual daily medications. You could just make sure, hey, I got the Tylenol or whatever else they requested while I am here at the med cart getting everything, so that when I go back to the room, I'm not going back and forth. Tip number 4, narc count. This is very serious now. You want to make sure that you count all your narcotics, obviously, before you even take the keys or, start with the cart. So you want to make sure that you have all your narcotics counted. I'm talking about the sheets, the boxes, the cards, everything. Count them, because that's very important. You don't want nurses to be taking well, not even just nurses, but anyone to just be taking meds off of your cart, and then when it's time to do a count again, you're short, and then someone's looking at you like, sis, are you taking our drugs? Are you selling them on the side? What's going on? So you definitely want to make sure that your narc count is done accurately before you even take the keys. If anything is missing, you need to make a note of that, let someone know. Just, an FYI to keep your license that we all worked so hard for, you worked hard for, I'm sure, to keep your license in good standing. You don't want no one to play with that. It was hard getting it, and we're not gonna lose it over a narc card. Okay? Number 5, do each patient one at a time. Don't trip yourself. You could trip yourself up trying to do 2 or 3 patients at a time. Don't do it to yourself. Do 1 patient at a time. This way it's no errors made. You can trust that what you gave this patient is theirs. Like, just do it 1 at a time. Time management is important. So like I was saying in the beginning, when you do the little things in the beginning and get them out the way, you can really take your time with things that are important that you really need to take your time with. Number 6, You want to chart everything. I'm talking about everything. If the patient tells you, you know, I got a headache, or I've been having diarrhea, or, you know, anything like that, make sure that you write it in your notes verbatim what that patient said, because whether you think about it as like minor or important, it is actually important, because if it ever comes down to like where you guys have to go to court or anything like that, you definitely want to have that written in your notes, because if it's not there, it's kind of like, did it even happen? Because now a lawyer or a judge could be like, well, you didn't write it in your notes, so am I just supposed to take your word for, I mean, even though, you know, we don't know. Did they even say that? And is this even the cause of what, you know, it could be a whole different thing. So make sure you chart everything. Super important. Lastly, recheck your narc before you leave. So make sure you do a narcotic count before you end your shift with the incoming nurse, so that she can see, okay, this is left, this is what I gave, and this is all our numbers match. Everything that's in the cart should be in the cart, and everything's cool, fine, without doubt. Okay, that'll cover your back as well as the nurse that might be coming in her back as well. Count everything. Okay, guys? Okay, munchkins, so that pretty much sums it up. These are some tips that can help you with med pass. I know a lot of nurses really like dread med pass. It could take forever. It could take, well, you know, most med pass isn't quick. But anyway, most nurses, they try to get it done quick, and time management is key with that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give me a like. If you are not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit subscribe now. You don't want to miss any more of these tips. I mean, my channel is covered with tips like this. Go check it out now. And also give me a comment, share, so that someone else can get some helpful tips from this video. All right, guys, I will see you on my next video. Bye.